Morning, guys. October 20th, Tuesday. Just got back from the weekend. I was able to spend time with my family, and this is the view that we had from our patio. Kind of cool. Got to look at the backside of Camelback Mountain, and we were right there at the base. Actually, kind of a little bit up from the base. It was really, really a good time. Just very, very relaxing. I did things I don't normally do. Don't get massages. Got one first time since I was getting repaired from my accident in 2008, and then I actually took a nap. Don't do that kind of stuff. So, but got back at it first thing yesterday morning. Was up at 2:30 yesterday morning, just getting at it, getting things knocked out. So where do we sit today? Interesting stuff came about with respect to housing. Housing has had a little bit of influence of what's gone on in the markets the last couple of days. Stocks are higher, and mortgage bonds got a little bit of pressure on them because of mainly from what we're seeing is the housing starts. Now there's a little bit going on in the political side of it with respect to the vaccine that's being considered, and then it might be available as early as December, or at least for emergency use. But one of the other things that's making a big run at stuff is the housing starts. Now, the headline figure, the main figure for housing starts is up over 2%, which is lower than the expectations. Is normally we're going to see like an 11% increase. But that was due to the multifamily being lower. Apartment buildings are not going up like they used to, but single family homes had seen a jump of 8.5% month over month, which is a 22% growth year over year, which is pretty interesting. But what we're seeing on an overall growth now, that 8.5% month over month and 22% year over year doesn't sound like it'll translate, right? But it depends upon when they're measuring and what time that they're starting to look at the month over month growth. And on the permit side, it looks like that the headline number was up 8% month over month and 8% year over year. The single family, once again, was even stronger, which was up 8% from last month. And it was 24% from last year at the same time. So interestingly, the new homes that were sold but not yet started in their construction, up over 69%. So that shows that there's strong demand, and that as long as the permits start and people are fulfilling their purchases, once the completion is done, we're going to see how the housing sectors continue to push. Now, why would it not, right? With interest rates being what they are. So let's take a look at that real quick, see what we've got going on with the interest rates. So as always, I track the Fannie Mae 3.0 because that's where it looks like, since we're doing a lot of loans in those mid to high threes, this is the coupons I like to watch and see. Now, again, we're back to scraping the bottom, just like we had been last week. Talked about how Fannie Mae was scraping the bottom. It's still along that, trying to get above that 10-day moving average. It got above it for a couple of days, well, really one day, and then worked its way just right below it. Today it opened up, you can see if we want to zoom in, it opened up low, opened up very low. On the bottom line support, it had the 200-day moving average as slight resistance, and it has now passed that. It's above the second line of support that we'd have here, sandwiched between that and the 10-day moving average. Looks like it bounced off the 10-day moving average. Good technical stuff at work here. This is when, as I understand, buy orders are put in place. It's when computers are at play. We'll see how this goes. So I'm guessing, understanding how a bond traders may be setting up their computer ordering systems. If you're looking at these patterns where it's bouncing off of here and buying, I'm imagining, again, my guess, I don't know. For sure that they probably set up some buy orders in place when it starts getting below these points, and it starts picking up and enough buy orders go in, we see some volume come in there, and they pushed it up. And then of course they got their sell positions up here at the 10-day moving average. So I am guessing there's technicals at work here keeping it where it is. So interest rates continue to stay, fairly flat. There's still going to be some variance of an eighth or a quarter in cost associated with the rates, as you can see how much volatility we saw in there. Those of you who are following us in the master key system that are in number 3, part 3 is where we're at now, 3 weeks in since the first. And if you're looking at part 3, make sure you read the introductions. Really cool stuff. Their introduction right now, second paragraph. Eliminate, therefore, any possible tendency to complain of conditions as they have been or as they are, because it rests with you to change them and make them what you want, what you would like them to be. You got to change your conditions. Don't complain about what the rest of the world's doing around you. make the difference for yourself. You start pushing yourself forward. Another cool statement in here. It is our attitude and mind toward life which determines the experiences which we are to meet. If we expect nothing, we shall have nothing. If we demand much, we shall have the greater portion. The world is harsh only as we fail to assert ourselves. Solid words, guys. It's up to you. If you don't like what's going on, change it. You know, the one thing that I've said, I may have a mother that loves me, a father that loves me, a wife that loves me, kids that love me, but I'm alone in this world, guys. If I am going to accomplish anything, I get my ass up and get my ass moving. It's not up to them. They're not going to kick me out of bed. They're not going to drag me into a successful situation. I got to motivate myself. I get that there's people out there have their groups that they like to meet with. I get that that's all helpful. They got their accountability partners. I'm accountable to me. Because in reality, my accountability partner, I can be on the phone with them talking every day, and I can just jerk them off and tell them what I think they want me to hear. But in reality, am I going to be honest to myself, and I'm going to move myself? If you want more tomorrow, you got to work harder today. And I'm talking about your real estate investments. Set your baselines, figure out what it is you want, write it the hell down, follow a pattern, and go get it. We're here to help you. We're going to support you. My team is here to support you. The relationship you have with my team is 100% dependent on you, not us, dependent upon you and how you interact with us. Know that we're here with the experience and the drive to make it happen. We need you to have the drive to get things moving on the end that you control to get us what we need to get things done. We sincerely appreciate the trust. You continue to watch, continue to comment, continue to participate, continue to drive your life. If you need anything from us, please reach out. And of course, we also appreciate those who are contributing to the cause that we are very, very passionate about, which is the human trafficking issues that we're dealing with. And we're just going to continue to keep fueling that the best we can for the rest of my existence is my plan. Thank you, guys.